So this is me documenting the journey going from 0 to hero in cold calling. I've never cold called in my life other than the 215 dials that I've done pre this video series. 215 dials led to 12 conversations, 2 demos. The idea of this series is to kind of like demonstrate and show my journey. I don't really know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen or how it's going to look. But the reason that I'm doing cold calling is I'm the founder of a startup called Overvue. We are a platform for SDR managers, and it sits on top of their existing dialer. It's completely agnostic, and it analyzes all of the cold calls from the sales team, and it helps them to find snippets from their call recordings that are relevant for training and coaching opportunities. So for example, you might find in the last 30 days, it will tell you that, say, Jenny has been really struggling with timely objections. That's the thing she's failing at the most. Here are her transcripts from those calls, or those extracts from those calls, that you as an SDR manager or even Sarah can come in and think, okay, cool, like I see exactly the thing, so that then they don't have to go in and like review hours of call recordings before each weekly one-to-one, and they don't have to rely on reps to ask the right questions. So yeah, we're gonna rip some cold calls, like I say, 150 a day. I have no idea on the format, but we'll see what that will look like. I don't really know. But also it will be showing, I want to show the process of building the startup, failures, wins, things that I'm doing. Because obviously I'm sending cold emails, I'm having sales calls, I'm having research calls, I'm sending LinkedIn messages, whatever else that we end up doing. So I'll kind of keep you in the loop on all of that stuff. But I think it will be fun. I know, like, for me personally, cold calling is pretty terrifying. I'm assuming a lot of other people are probably in a similar place, and it's a fun way to kind of, me to look back on when I'm better. And yeah, so we're going to keep it real. I'm going to show you the terrible calls. I'll show you the good calls. I'll tell you how I'm feeling. I'll tell you what I'm learning. And then hopefully in the comments as well, people can kind of tell me where I'm fucking up or maybe where I'm doing well too. That's enough yapping. Let's go.
It will just be like the organisation as opposed to what we did for our first.
Very small in like lights.
So we just finished our meeting for planning our first 2 weekly goals. Currently have a design partner that we signed. 2 weekly plan is to get the MVP built and finished for this new version of the product. That's going to be Ben and James. I wanted to do like a big 2 weekly kind of cold calling sprint, but obviously we don't have internet at the moment. So for this sprint around, I'm going to aim for 150 dials a day. I don't know if 150 dials a day is good or bad. I have no idea, but it's more than I've been doing. So we'll see. And then if we need to ramp it up, we can.
Thinking me to see anything I've done.
Pretty hard, isn't it?
Currently building out some cold email campaigns, testing a few different variations at the moment. I think now we have some that feel good, so we're going to put them into instantly and begin blasting all 11,000. So we'll just keep an eye on them, see how they go. I think it's a good way to like test messaging a bit, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I launched email campaigns yesterday. The metrics aren't amazing. Anyway, so one of the ways that when I send out these Loom videos, one of the things that I say is like a very short statement of what we're doing. So what I've said to this guy is like, hey, we pivoted the product into a cold call analysis tool to help sales managers find coaching opportunities without having to watch hours of call recordings. And he just said, I haven't even watched the video yet, and that sounds like a great tool. So what I'm thinking is maybe my emails were a little bit more complex and trying to be a bit too clever. So I'm just gonna say fuck it and try that statement on email. Literally that statement. Let me know if you want any more info. Let me know if you want to see a Loom. Time will tell.
I feel yours.
So James, you are CTO. What's going on in the code base? Talk us through what you're doing at the minute.
Well, we're refracting a lot of the back end now, getting ready for the integration of cold calling, architecting that refractor, and that's it.
There you have it, guys.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Straight from the horse's mouth. See what Ben's up to. Ah, here he is. This is Ben.
Hey guys.
He's the CEO actually, if you didn't know already. Talk us through your day so far.
So at the minute, I spent the morning doing nothing but cable management, as you can just see here. If I just take.
Hang on, I've not locked into your face yet. Alright, sorry.
So just take you around. As you can see here, all the wires nicely. What we want is we don't want to see.
Hang on, it's on your face. If you put your face next to the wires, that might help.
We don't want to see. We don't want to see any wires at all. Minimum wires on display.
Okay.
You can see this table's done here. If we come over here, we have another one here. Not sure about this, but we'll let that slide.
Can you move your face a bit closer to it?
Not sure about this one, but we're going to let that slide. And at the moment, what we're doing, if we come over to James's desk here, we're just in the process of tidying up James's desk for him. So that's what I've been working on this morning. Also, we are doing some office admin stuff as well.
Like what? The camera cut off there, unfortunately, but we were saying about office
You really
admin.
cut me off.
The camera cut off, but
Office admin, just some UK government stuff where we have to pay some bills that we shouldn't have to pay for, so we have to speak to the council about that. BT internet as well, it's been about a month setting that up, so just in the process of finally trying to get that done. I was on the phone to Ramesh this morning from BT, who very kindly
fucking boy.
fast-tracked our internet setup, so hopefully by Thursday we should have some internet ready to go. At the minute we're just tethering off the phones. And then also I've just been working on the latest designs over here for our, I need to put my head here because it follows my head.
Yeah, you do.
You've already seen these, but working on the latest designs for our version 15 of the platform, which is more focused on the calling aspect. So, yeah. Gimbal endpoints reached.
Well. The time has come. I have half an hour before my next call. The internet is in. So we're going to go ahead now. We're going to open up close. Europe uncontacted. So I've only got like 30 minutes and then we can hit some US later.
Callum speaking.
Hi Callum, I'll be honest with you, this is a cold call. Would you like to hang up now or let me have 30 seconds?
Hey, I'm driving, so you know what? You've got your best opportunity.
Amazing, fantastic. Well, look, when sales teams are using dialing tools, the native analytics typically aren't really strong enough to identify specifically what each rep is struggling with the most. Usually this results in two different things. SDR managers are forced to watch hours of call recordings to find coaching opportunities, or managers are relying on their reps to know what they're struggling with and then ask for specific help. Ultimately meaning that some reps are booking a demo every 30 dials and some are sitting at 140. And finding out what causes that difference is incredibly difficult. I kind of get the impression that you're going to tell me that absolutely none of this applies in your world. Any of those apply, Callum?
Sorry, you're breaking up you're breaking
Oh,
up
dear.
there. I'm not on the greatest of road,
No
so
worries.
expect a few breaks. What
That's all
exactly is
good.
it that you were wanting to talk to me about?
Yeah, for sure. So do you, as a sales development manager, do you kind of manage a team of reps on the phones, or is it more
No, I
on the
don't.
road? Or...
No, I don't. No. I am
Oh, I
part of a
see.
team being managed by my gaffer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is there no cold calling at all in your company?
Yes, there is. I had to clients that we would potentially seek business from.
Okay. And in terms of doing the cold calls, is that generally the reps? Is that like a different team to yourself? Or...
That would be people like myself getting in amongst.
Okay. And what tool are you using at the moment for dialing for the cold calls? Is that just straight from the phone or?
No, I'll pick up the phone and ask for the decision maker, get the decision maker's name and speak to him myself.
Got it. Okay, no worries. Well, just to kind of clarify what we're building a tool that sits on top of dialing tools. So I don't think it's too applicable to your current situation, but it kind of highlights what individual reps are struggling with. So if you ever do find yourself using a dialing tool, maybe we can help, but until then, I don't think
Thanks
we
very much.
can be of much help. But
No problem.
have a wonderful drive.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye. First call was a guy on the road. He couldn't hear me. And it was a bad contact. They don't have any cold calling teams. Well, they do, but they just do it on the phone. So, but one dial, one pickup.
Hello?
Hiya, Barry. Look, I'll be honest with you, this is a cold call. Would you like to hang up now or maybe give me 30 seconds?
That depends what the cold call's about.
It does, absolutely. Just before I go into my spiel, I just want to confirm, do you make cold calls yourself at all?
I do.
You do. And do you have a team that is making cold calls?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And are you using a dialer at the minute, or how do
I
you
think we've covered enough about me, so let's
That
have
is a
something
good
from
point.
you. Yeah.
Very good point. Well, look, when sales teams are using dialing tools, the native analytics aren't really strong enough to identify what each rep is actually struggling with the most on the phones. Usually that results in two different outcomes. SDR managers are forced to watch hours of call recordings to find coaching opportunities, or the managers are relying on their reps to know what they're struggling with and then ask for help. And normally that means that some reps are booking demo every 30 dials, some are at 140, but finding what causes that difference is really hard. I kind of get the impression maybe you're going to tell me that absolutely none of this applies in your world, Barry.
It doesn't apply to me in the slightest, no.
Okay. Are there reps under you that are making calls and you kind of coach them, or is that not part of your
Yeah,
job?
pretty much that sort of a scenario, yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how, if you don't mind me asking, Barry, how do you find out kind of what they're struggling with? What's the process at the moment for that?
A regular sit down,
Okay.
regular conversations. We have an expression which is the fish on the table. You don't
I
let
like
the
that.
fish rot in your bag. You put it on the table and talk about it.
I'm going to steal that one. Fish on the table. Okay. And
It's a Danish expression, and I work
Is
for a
it?
Danish company. So
I see.
there you are.
That makes sense. I will be stealing that. So am I right in understanding that kind of like you're relying on them to kind of like understand and know what they're struggling with? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And do you do any kind of call review, or is it just sort of straight
Very
conversational?
minimal. Very minimal. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll explain a little bit about my situation and kind of what we're doing. I'm the founder of a startup, and we're building a tool that sits on top of dialers. It continuously listens to reps' cold calls and then kind of analyzes what each rep is struggling with the most, so we can kind of like find out what the fish is on the table, so to say.
Not something I would be interested in the slightest. Any monitoring of those calls for me is totally out of order. So
Okay.
that's not something I would be interested in the slightest.
That's completely fine. Can I just, for my own knowledge and research for the company, could I just ask what maybe your reason is behind not wanting to monitor that? Is it like a privacy thing, or he hung up? Fair enough.
Keep pushing.
10 dials, 2 pickups, 2 conversations.
Oui, allô?
Hello, Antoine?
No, it's not Antoine.
Oh, I'm very sorry, I have the wrong number. I don't suppose by any chance you're a sales development manager, are you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You are?
I mean,
Oh.
Sorry?
Are you a sales development manager by any chance?
By Nishan? What is the...
Are you do you work as a sales development manager?
Yes, I mean, no, we are in the sales department here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you a manager? Do you have people under you that make phone calls?
I mean, yes, I'm in charge of the sales department, so if you have
cool.
any question, yes, you can tell me, you can ask me.
Absolutely. Well, look,
will be honest with you. This is a cold call. Would you like to hang up now, or maybe let me have 30 seconds?
Okay.
Cool. Well, look, when sales teams usually are using dialing tools to make cold calls, the analytics in those tools typically aren't good enough to identify specifically what each rep is finding the most difficult or struggling with. And usually that means that SDR managers are forced to watch hours of call recordings to find coaching opportunities, or managers are relying on their reps to ask questions and know what they're struggling with. I kind of get the impression, though, maybe you're going to tell me that none of this applies in your world.
Okay. So, alors, I don't. What is your name, company?
Yeah, so I'm a founder of a startup called Overvue, and we're building a tool that sits on top of your dialing tool, and it listens to all of your reps' cold calls and analyzes what each rep is struggling with the most. Each rep then gets their own dashboards, then a sales manager can easily see like what each rep needs help with the most, along with the relevant call snippet. Does that sound in any way useful at all?
Okay, but I don't think that the direction is interested regarding this service, because I don't know if you saw our company. We are specialized in phone and informatics area, and for the moment, I don't think we are in need of this service regarding the development of a sales department, etc.
Okay, can I ask just one last question, if that's okay? How do you typically, when reps are sort of join the team, how do you find out at the moment what it is that they're struggling with or finding difficult?
When we found a difficulty regarding what?
Like on the phones, when they're making cold calls, how do you find out how to make them better? What they need help with?
I mean, we try to discuss to understand what is the need, etc., and then we are trying to give the person a solution. But
Okay.
as we have our customer data, most of the time they come to us and we don't go to them.
Oh, I see. So it's a lot of inbound. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering. One fun, just for my own knowledge, in terms of when you're dialing companies, are you using a tool to do that, or is it just straight from the mobile phone?
No, we don't use any tool.
Okay.
No.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much for your patience.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So that was a big language barrier, that last call. She couldn't understand what I was saying. I think she was French, didn't have overly good English. That was definitely a bit of a language barrier. Running into a lot of the contacts, I know I've only spoken to 3, but all 3 so far have been kind of like plumbing companies, or they just use the phone, or they're on the road. So probably need to work on my targeting a bit. But first 3 calls done, 3 pickups, 3 conversations, which is good. So like the opener seems to be working well. The pitch feels a bit long, but maybe I haven't given it enough of a chance because I haven't spoken to anyone ICP yet. So yeah, I have a meeting in 3 minutes. So we're going to pause there and then continue after. So my next call declined. I don't know why. So we are going to continue with the cold calling.
Hello.
Hi Samira, I'll be honest with you, this is a cold call. Would you like to hang up now or let me have 30 seconds?
Yes, sorry, I'm at work, so I don't really have time for this.
Okay, no worries at all. Is there a better time to call back, perhaps in a few hours?
What is
maybe
it
tomorrow?
about? That's important, really.
Of course, yeah. So I'm the founder of a startup, and we are building a tool that continuously listens to and analyzes your reps' cold calls. And it tells you exactly what each rep is struggling with the most, so that as a sales manager, you can see exactly what they need help with for weekly team calls, so on and so forth. Does that sound in any way interesting?
No, that's not interesting to me, so thank you for your time.
Okay, no worries
Thank
at
you.
all.
Have a
Have
good
a
day.
nice day. See you.
And you, bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Sean. I'll be honest with you, this is a cold call. Would you like to hang up now or let me have 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'm not interested. Sorry, mate.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
nice day.
Bye.
So, a little bit of self-analysis here. There's two people that have said, I'm not interested, before they've heard anything. That's an objection that I don't know how to handle. So I'm going to write that down on my list. Cool, let's keep it running.
Hola.
Hello? ¿Hablas inglés? Hola? No hablas inglés.
Hello.
Hi, Martina. I'll be honest with you, this is a cold call. Would you like to hang up now or maybe let me have 30 seconds?
What is it about?
That's absolutely the most important thing. Well, look, if you let me have 30 seconds and if it's not relevant, you can slam the phone in my face and we'll never speak again. Does that sound fair?
Okay, okay.
Perfect. Well, look, when sales teams are using dialing tools, their native analytics typically aren't strong enough to identify specifically what each rep is struggling with the most, which usually results in either SDR managers being forced to watch hours of recordings to figure out coaching opportunities for the reps, or relying on the reps to know what they're struggling with and actually ask for specific help. Usually this means that some reps are booking a demo every 30 calls and some are sitting at 140. And finding out what actually causes that difference is incredibly difficult. I kind of get the impression that you're going to tell me that absolutely none of this applies in your world, Martina.
I can say it like this: when you're calling Swedish people, don't call private numbers.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
how come? That's very English of me. I apologize.
Yeah.
Very
No problem,
rude.
but
I'm very sorry.
because I don't have any decisions. I'm not a decision maker at all. So if you are interested to talk about this, you should go into our website and you can reach out to.
Okay, one thing, like just to clarify, so I'm actually the founder of the company, and I'll let you in on a little secret. We actually don't have anything built yet, so I'm just kind of doing some market research at the moment. So I'm actually not trying to sell anything. I'm just kind of trying to figure out, are we wasting hundreds of thousands of pounds on something that people don't need, if that makes sense.
Okay. If you send me an email, I can read it about it, and I can give you some feedback about your about your thoughts and so.
Amazing. That would be so helpful. Do you mind, Martina, if I just ask one final question? What is, in terms of your sales team that you're managing, what is the dialing tool that the reps are using at the moment?
We don't use actually any dialing type. We have like a system just for calling out. So we are not. We don't have any lists that calling out. We're doing our research by ourselves.
Got it.
And doing like campaigns to marketing by companies.
I see.
A little bit like you are doing right now.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, Martina. If it's okay, I've got your email here, Martina. I apologize. That's probably the wrong pronunciation.
No.
Is that right?
Yes.
Amazing. What I'll do, I'll probably send you over a Loom video just because it's a bit more fun than reading words. I don't know if you agree, but I think it's a bit more interactive that way. And then, any feedback would be massively appreciated. It'd be so helpful. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, do that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and apologize for calling your Swedish personal mobile number.
No problem.
Cool. Amazing. Have a nice day.
The same. Thank
See
you.
you. Bye. I'm going to send her a Loom while it's fresh. Hello, Martina. I am Jack, the very rude Englishman that just called your personal mobile number. As promised, I am putting together a quick Loom for you on what we're building.
loomed.
27 dials in, and we're back in the game. Hello, Law. I'll be honest with you, this is a cold call. Would you like to hang up now, or perhaps let me have 30 seconds?
I don't know, what are you calling for, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're building I'm a founder of a startup in England. And we are building a tool that sits on top of sales teams' dialing tools, and it listens to all of the reps' cold calls so that it can analyze and teach you what each rep is struggling with the most, so that sales managers don't have to sit through hours of call recordings or rely on reps to ask questions. Does that sound in any way interesting?
I don't know, I will need to get more information about it, but I'm not sure.
Sure, no worries.
Where is it based? Because you're calling from the UK, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, no worries at all. Do you do much cold calling at the moment, or your team does much cold calling?
No.
No, okay. Oh, none at all?
No.
Oh dear. Okay.
No, I actually live in France, and yeah, that's it.
Oh,
so I don't think I'm the profile you're looking for.
No, I thought you would be making 100 million cold calls a day, but I was clearly mistaken. No worries.
No, I'm not the right person then. Have a good day. Bye.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Hello, Jake and Robert.
Hello, Jake. You're going to hate me. This is a cold call. Would you like to hang up, or maybe give me 30 seconds to explain why I've called?
I enjoy. You've been reading how to split the difference, so I've time for that.
Say again, sorry, you cut out a bit there. I think you're in the car, maybe.
I feel like you've been reading Never Split the Difference, so I feel like I've got anybody that's got time for that.
I'll be honest, it was actually, I'll be completely transparent with you. This is my 10th cold call ever. And I've been watching a guy on YouTube that I kind of stole the intro from, but maybe he got it. I've heard good things about that book. So maybe I'll give it a go.
Well, you want to read it? It's a book called Never Split the Difference, like basically about negotiating and how people get back to you on emails.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out. Amazing. Well, would you be able to give me 30 seconds? Is that?
Why have you gone back into it? You're into it. You've got my time.
You're so right. I've fucked it up, Jake, haven't I? I've ruined it.
Go.
Cool. Well, look, when sales teams usually use dialing tools, their native analytics typically aren't strong enough to identify what each rep is struggling with the most on the phones. Usually this...
scripted.
Sorry, go ahead.
Terrible. Now you've gone scripted as well. Read you like a book. Come on, keep going.
You've had my pants down here, Jake.
Yeah, it's fucking obvious. That's why. Be natural. People want to talk to people.
That is true. Well, look, I'll give you the unscripted
so
version.
You're ringing to tell me something about sales thing, and would it be interest because you can convert more calls for my sales team? Am I right?
Slightly. What the story actually is, and I won't look at my script. I'm a founder of a company, so that explains the lack of sales prowess. We're building a integration that sits on top of dialers and identifies coaching opportunities for each sales rep. So it kind of like listens to all their calls and figures out what they suck with the most, pretty much, so that as a sales leader, you don't have to sit through hours of call recordings or hope that the reps can kind of like ask the right questions. Does that sound in any way at all useful?
I think it sounds like a brilliant thing. My worry would be where our business is more face-to-face rather than a lot of like cold calling. But I think that's something that I might be doing more of. So
okay.
It is something that I probably would be interested in, to be fair.
Cool. Would it be like when you're thinking about doing cold calls, would that be through using a dialer or would that just be straight off the mobile phone?
It'd be off the mobile phone.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, at the minute, we're just able to integrate with dialers, so we probably wouldn't be able to help. But what I'll do anyway, I'll add you on.
Teams on not? Do you like?
Sorry?
Everybody has these integrated phones now that is like on Teams or whatever, so you just dial it out from there or from your
Yeah, no. Because we're reliant at the minute, the way we're building it, it needs to be like we need a transcript from the tool and the recording. So, I mean, if Teams gave us that, like for sure we could, but I'm not too sure if it does. But what I'll do anyway...
Salesforce would do, wouldn't it? So like
Yes.
Salesforce and what's the other one? Salesforce, what's the other one? Oh, I can't think what it's called now. Yeah, go on. Anyway, you go.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what I'll do, it doesn't sound like we're probably a fit to kind of work with each other right now just because of that nature, but I'll add you on LinkedIn. I've got it here. I'll send you over a quick Loom, and then maybe when you've kind of like experimenting with dialing, we can have a conversation, and maybe we're a bit further on and integrated with maybe some other tools that you're using by then. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. How did you get my number then?
That's a good question. I got your number. I believe it's from Apollo, if I'm not wrong. I've used a bunch of different tools. I've been kind of scrambling around figuring out how this cold calling thing works. So it's all very new to me.
Yeah, cold calling shit.
It is. It is. But I'll get there. I will get there one day. One day at a time.
What makes you think cold calling is the best way to...
Well, we're a team of 3. So the other 2 are developing at the moment, and I'm doing cold email, I'm doing LinkedIn, I'm doing content, and I have run out of things to do. So I figured I'd just get on the phones and fill my time with that. Really.
Yeah.
I'm trying everything.
Yeah, you do right.
But I'll get the book. It's a great recommendation. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's a bloody good book, and basically it's about the other reason I think you'll like it is it's about how you basically get good email responses as well. So if you know, like you follow up emails that people and just some good things, like it is. If you're going to give it to anybody going out in sales, it's just a fantastic tool because it just makes you listen, understand, and approach, like, give you some real basic skills to communicate that a lot of people that you wouldn't have. So, yeah, it's a good one.
Amazing. Well, I'll order it immediately after this call. Sounds incredible. I appreciate the recommendation. And maybe it will turn me into a super seller. Who knows?
I don't, just enjoy it. Just remember you're a person, like, and anybody, if you think would you buy off yourself is how you have to think. Like,
that's a good point.
You sound like a window cleaner, you just go, fuck off. Good luck.
I appreciate you. Take care. Thanks, Jake.
Cheers.
Hi, Tarek. I will be honest with you, and you're going to hate me. This is a cold call. Would you like to hang up or perhaps give me 30 seconds?
This is beautiful. No, I don't want to hang up. Tell me.
Okay, perfect. Well, look, when sales teams are using dialing tools, such as AirCall or different ones, the analytics really aren't strong enough to kind of indicate what each rep is actually struggling with on the phones. And this means that SDR managers have got to watch through hours of call recordings, or even worse, hoping that reps ask the right questions. I'm kind of getting the feeling that maybe you're going to tell me that none of this applies in your world.
Not really, but I still don't know what. You can look. I used to do exactly the same what you're doing, or I became what I became.
Okay, well,
passed through this path, so you can jump in directly to what are you trying to sell me.
Sure thing.
I can listen to you. Don't worry.
Thank you. I'm a founder of a company, actually, and I'm actually kind of trying to figure out if the product that we're building is actually useful. So we're building a tool that sits on top of the dialer, continuously listens to reps' cold calls, and it kind of looks at what each rep is absolutely terrible at, so that then sales managers can get an idea of what to coach in weekly meetings with them. Does that sound in any way interesting?
It is interesting. Well, though I have another question.
Sure.
Now, your app, does it work or does it integrate with Shay? is it called, with VoIP systems like CloudTalk and CRM and Zoho and stuff?
So at the moment, we're only integrated with AirCall. We're very, very early.
Normal call.
Yeah, exactly. So we're kind of like, we're integrating as we go. So if it is something that sounds interesting, if we can integrate with your tool, we can, and it works, like we can definitely do that. But
This is the thing. You know what I work, right? I work in the biggest company here in Turkey regarding medical tourism.
Okay.
Right? And we use VoIP system basically to target our target audience across the world. So we do not use normal phone calls. If we do, then we're actually screwed now.
Got it. I see.
Because the bills will be huge.
Yeah,
if you understand
makes
what
sense.
I mean. As it's an international company, and our target audience is from different places in the world.
Yeah.
So, if your product applies actually to VoIP systems and can be integrated in Zoho and CloudTalk especially, then we might have a talk.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've got I don't know much about CloudTalk, but as long as they have, I'm just on their website, they have an API, so it's...
They do.
Yeah, I think as long as they have an API, generally we can integrate. So I don't want to say yes because my CTO will shout at me, but I would assume we probably can.
Well, take a look at it. Take a look, study it, and let me know. Since you already have my number, I'm not going even to ask how you got my number, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. It was actually from Apollo.
Something.
Apollo.io. Apollo, it's called. Apollo.io. Yeah.
They have my number.
They do, unfortunately. They have mine as well. It's a scary world we live in.
This is actually scary, bro.
It is. I know. It's crazy. It really is. Tarek, how about...
What did they tell you who I am? They also have my name, so you've said Tarek at the beginning.
They have everything. Well, not everything. I don't want to scare you too much. I'll tell you what I know about you. I know that you're a sales development operations manager. I have your phone number and email and LinkedIn. So nothing too crazy.
Oof.
Still
so
quite a lot.
You already know everything about me.
Most things. Most things.
Yeah, this is fun. Okay.
Well, Tarek, how about this?
I
will. I'll talk with my CTO immediately. I'm actually making eye contact with him as we speak. How about we try and pencil in a time for tomorrow, and then if it is a fit and we can do it, I can kind of run you through the platform and see if anything makes sense. Like I said, it's not actually, we're still building it.
No, so believe me, I'm a very honest man, to be honest with you. I'm not going to screw you over and say
I appreciate
that I'm going to tell you tomorrow, then I will, throw you under the bus or something. No. When I give you a word, it's a word. So, to be honest, I'm working in a very strict and in a very tightly manner project. I'm very, very busy these few days. If there is a chance of us to have a talk from next Monday and go on, then it's not an issue at all for me.
Yeah. Okay. So how about
bringing value? I don't mind. Yes.
Absolutely. How about we do 4 p.m. your time on Monday the 1st? Does that work for you?
Tuesday. Tuesday is better.
Tuesday.
Monday I always have a ton of stuff.
Okay. And your Turkish time is currently for you 4:30, is that right?
No, it's 5:35.
Oh, you're 2 hours ahead. Okay, cool. Well, I'll send you an invite then for 4:30 your
sure.
time.
You have my number. If you use WhatsApp, you can also text me whenever you want. I don't have a problem.
Amazing.
I'm always
I'll
open for opportunities and to know people with great brains and stuff. So
cool.
Let's see. Why not?
Well,
I'm very happy to.
I'll send you over the invite.
That's why I'm a developer, to be honest with you.
There we go. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time. Right. I'll send you over the invite. I'll send you a connection on LinkedIn. And I look forward to chatting next Tuesday.
All right. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself.
Amazing. Take care. Bye-bye.